Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to play Oaklands the basics. So basically first, what you're going to want to do is press save selection. You can also look at the change log, all right? All right, pretty interesting. And then you can also look at the credits, all right? Those are the developers, all right? And actually, by the way, Akoza actually commented on one of my videos regarding Windmill Incorporated, like in early August of 2021, and that's when I only had like 110 subscribers. So that was pretty unexpected. All right. Anyways, press save selection. All right. And I know it was entirely unnecessary for me to mention the Akoza thing, but my bad. Anyways, if you actually like do a thing of where you donate Robux and like be like a donator for this game, you can actually get 5 more save slots plus other things. All right. But anyways, this is my normal YouTube base. We're going to create a new save. All right. This will be called JB Drag Tutorial Base. All right. I'm going to press check here. What the heck happened? Let's just try that. Yeah, it works. Okay. I guess, Roblox just tagged that out. Anyways, I love this loading screen. Press load save, all right? Now, here's the thing. Your base will constantly autosave. And I think you need to leave the game if you want to switch bases, which is kind of inconvenient. I'm not sure. I could be entirely wrong. Also, keep in mind that this game is in alpha, all right? So, it's not even in beta yet. So, it will, has like a lot of updates to get. All right? My bad. I'm closing up a bag here. Anyways, claim property 6, all right? If you can't claim that, then claim property 2. Not property 3, not property 4, not property 5, property 6, or property 2. All right? Because those are closest to the places where you sell. All right? And by the way, I'll have you know, you will get more money if you sell at this junkyard. Always sell at the junkyard. All right? I never actually have seen this. I've never actually have seen this tutorial. What does it say? Okay. All right. I guess we're doing the tutorial here. So, anyways, unbox your car, all right? I was going to tell you to do this stuff anyways because, obviously, it's a tutorial. All right? I opened my evidently worn down floored putter. Now let's open our tool of choice. So you also get the worst axe in the game right on your base. Whoopee. All right? I want to get out this I honestly want to get out of this tutorial. It's actually starting to really get annoying. I'd rather just explain it myself. Is there a way I can exit this? So anyways, for this charging function, you could basically charge your axe. Yes, I'm explaining that right now. You could basically charge. So if you charge like here, you'll do less damage. So if you like want to like do it more rapidly, but I recommend you just like always do it to max. If you see that your tree's like almost chopped down, then maybe go for a single mid swoop. It's not. Okay, never mind. Well, I didn't. Okay, I want to get out of this tutorial. I'd rather explain this myself. This is getting very tedious. So basically, no matter how small the vehicle is, as long as you get the tree in this hitbox here, and I'm glad that I actually did the tutorial now because I can actually see the hitbox here. Basically, if your tree is anywhere in this hitbox, and apparently, like, if you somehow get a tree, like, right at the edge there, it'll be anchored, all right? That's what happens. The trees will get anchored, all right, when they're put into the vehicle. So let's just... No. There. Right there, it's anchored, all right? Go to the junkyard. You could also sell next to the shop, but it is most recommended to sell at the junkyard. And apparently, if you actually sell anything, like if you just pull up a truck and put it anywhere on this area, in this, wherever it just highlighted, you will basically be able to sell it instantly. So you go up here, talk to this person, all right? I wish the talking sequence was slightly faster, but whatever. Typical developers, next update, make an option to make it so that the NPCs can talk faster. So anyways, I just sold it. I got 45 bucks. And now we shall head to the shop, which is over there. Also, I want to go over something really, really quick. And I feel like I should go over this early in the tutorial, all right? So that you guys can keep this in mind. So, like, you know, maybe you guys won't watch the whole video. I don't want to put it at the end if you don't want to watch the whole video. Or you might, like, might not have enough time to play. And then you'll make a wise decision. You know what? I won't advance for this just so I could get this. A fan's distracting me and honking at me. This is scary. All right. But anyways, over here is the lighthouse. All right. Now, at the lighthouse, if you go in here, there are more items to buy. All right. If you step all the way up here, you will find the stock up season item called the Gift of Alpha Uncertainty. Oh boy, I sure hope nothing goes wrong. This gift can be unwrapped once the game transitions into beta. Cost 15,017 Oakland bucks. And then also there's lanterns. Lanterns are very convenient to have. And apparently you could get the rusty putter here. I'm definitely going to get some of those because I'm starting to overhype them for some reason. All right. Anyways, I just wanted to point that out. All right. Get as many stock up season items as possible. All right. I'm sure you'll be able to sell them for a lot because this game has like 600 concurrent players right now. I'm actually pretty shook that it has that many. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of people wanting to do that. Also, I think the pink vehicle is rare. Dallas and the Bone got it. All right. Good for Dallas and the Bone. Anyways. So in here are the items, all right? These are just basic items, all right? So basically, I think these are this is a step up from this. Now, I want to mention something. If you bought anything like a private server or anything in Woodmill Incorporated, you'll get reimbursement money. And if you want to put it on your base, go ahead. You'll get 30K, and you'll be able to, like, advance really, really quickly, all right? You'll be able to get, like, stuff that will let you get basics really, really quickly, all right? Anyways, it's telling me to get the rusty saw. The heck? I guess I'm getting the rusty saw. I really don't know how the saws work. I'll figure it out this video, all right? I know it's kind of scuffed because I'm doing a tutorial, all right? But, you know, I want to get one out really soon just to help people out, all right? Anyways, I guess the rest, actually, I don't know that for sure. Let me just test things out, all right? Anyway, what the frick are you doing, Dallas and the Bone? Calm down. Okay, anyways, here are the other vehicles, all right? My recommendation is I would try and go for the floored putt. Oh, that's the... Okay, I'm a little confused now. Is this the same item as in the lighthouse? Okay, before you go buying this, buy the one in the lighthouse as a test and see if it's like better than that rusty vehicle. If it is, then just don't buy this one. But anyways, I would actually skip to this one, Jupe Barrow, anyways. And then go buy this one, the Jupe Grand Barrow, the biggest vehicle in the game currently. And I hope there's bigger vehicles in this game. Well, the cheese is purple. Later Planet opened a cheese before and it was rusty. I guess you could get different types of cheeses when you open that. I don't think this is a stock up season item. I think it's just a fun item, but I'm not entirely sure. All right. So anyway, stop it. So anyways, you want to go for a birch tree instead of the oak ones, all right? Because you could get more from them, all right? So I'm not sure. Oh, wait, actually, I think I need to actually chop this down. This is actually... Wait, I recommend you try and get, like, as low as possible on there so you could get more tree. The tutorial does not explain... Oh, I think it's too late for this tree. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so... Alright, I'm going to chop this up into a piece here. Let me see how that works. Alright, now, apparently, if you get a log like this, and I recommend you don't do this just yet, I recommend you just grind and save up for a sawmill because I feel like it's going to take too long with the wooden hatchet. I could be wrong. Do whatever you want. Wow, that's going to take a while. But apparently if you saw this, you will get more money from a sawed piece. This is... I never actually have done this before. I've just heard of this. Wow, all right. What? Oh. So I just avoided having to use a sawmill? Okay, I guess the saw is a less advanced sawmill. Okay, alright. Well, then never mind about what I said earlier. Yeah, definitely chop these up into pieces and, yeah, saw them up so you can get money off of that, alright? Why is this telling me to sell over here? Let's see what it wants, alright? I know I'm going to get less from this, but let's see what the frick this tutorial wants. Okay. Anyways. I'm just going to briefly go over everything in here, all right? So basically, you buy a better axe, all right? You buy a rusty axe, all right? And then eventually you can upgrade to the steel axe, all right? And then there's also a tall steel axe, which is the best axe. You can also upgrade your saw as well. Steel chisel, I'm still unsure of what... Oh, I think that's the version of being able to turn, like, an ore into, like... a refined ore. Either that or to turn a refined ore to a metal forge, but I honestly don't think it's the second option. Alright? And then also there's pickaxes, alright? And, once you, like, are done with, like, getting wood and stuff, I recommend, I could be wrong on this, but try and go for the steel axe, alright? Don't invest in the tall steel axe until you're pretty rich and powerful, alright? Now, get a sawmill as well, alright? Well, first it's the rusty sander, then the metal sander, then the industrial sander. You know, you just work your way up. But I recommend just get this to save money, alright? And to be able to turn wood into sawmilled wood without having to do the long, you know, chop saw process and stuff like that. With that being said, do not buy this, alright? And I recommend you also do not buy this, alright? Anyways. I mean, if you guys want to buy, like, the better pickaxes, you guys could do whatever floats your boat, alright? You guys could do whatever you want. Right here are conveyors. I think, you know, if you're watching this video, you most likely know how to, how the conveyor pretty much works, alright? Put it in front of, like, a sawmill or something, or a stone machine, and then, you know, it's just easier to put it on. Anyways, rusty refinery, metal refinery. So basically, once you get the cheapest axe, because I recommend you get this, grind some more wood, get this, the steel axe, then get the rusty sander, and then just get a ton of wood until you have enough money for, I'd skip to the tall steel pickaxe, alright? Get the tall steel pickaxe, or maybe even skip to the tall refined pickaxe. I don't know, whatever you want to freaking do. All right, if you want to wait that long. I mean, if you want to save up for the tall refined pickaxe before, you know, ever, and instead of buying this, you have to wait to, like, mine, but, like, maybe it's worth it. All right, you could try it out yourself. It's all about what you're comfortable with and how you want to play the game. All right, I'm just, you know, showing you how I would play the game if, you know, I pretty much knew it and I'm, you know, starting to figure it out. All right. Basically, what you want to do is buy the rusty refinery once you start getting stone, and then buy the rusty forge, or maybe skip to the metal refinery and then the metal forge. But actually, no. I recommend you go right to the rusty refinery, then right to the rusty forge. You can put stone minerals into the rusty refinery to turn it into, you know, a block of, like, minerals, and then you put into the rusty forge to get it into metal bars and gold bars, whatever you have. So you can be able to sell and get a lot from it, all right? If you sell minerals and stone, you get more than if you sell sawmilled wood, all right? You could also buy blueprints, all right? I'm going to assume they work the same as Lumber Tycoon 2. You guys can figure that out yourself if you want, all right? Or if you want, go for the stone chisel instead of steel chisel, my bad. Instead of you know, worrying about these two items. Again, like I said, I really don't know what the steel chisel does. I don't know if it does one function or the other. I don't know. So, which kind of sucks, but how am I supposed to get a quicker tutorial out? I mean, people really want to know how to play the game, all right? So my recommendation, try out the steel chisel, because I think it actually turns a mineral into a I think it turns a mineral into, like, you know, the stone with like the little orbs, to a basically a block of, like, you know, the mineral. If it doesn't do that, then go buy the rusty refinery and put the you know, ore into that, and then buy the steel chisel, use the steel chisel, and then turn it into a metal bar if it does that. But my bet is it's going to work exactly like the rusty refinery. All right, so maybe, you know, if it actually works like the rusty refinery, then just buy the rusty forge. If you want things to go quicker, then just buy the rusty refinery and the rusty forge. All right, that's my tip of recommendation for you. All right. If you have the 30 grand reimbursement money, I recommend you buy a rusty sander. If that's not big enough, then a metal sander. There's not really many videos in this game yet, so you'll have to, like, look off your friends, like, or just a random person in the game. I'm sure somebody has a rusty sander. All the rusty items are rusty, so you'll be able to tell pretty easily. Then what else I would do is I would buy the tall refined pickaxe for quick mining, all right? But then I would also buy, I don't know if I would go for the tall steel axe or if I would just not really use an axe because I'm skipping right to mining. I went ahead and bought the metal refinery and then the metal forge, all right? But maybe you should just do the rusty refinery and a rusty forge. Like I said, a lot of people are going to have rusty things on their base, so you'll have to check out other people's bases and stuff, all right? Then use the rest of the money to head up to the lighthouse and buy a stock of season item, because you'll only have 15k left or a little over it. You'll only have enough to buy one stock of season item, all right? Do not do what I did. That red box in there that gives you the most advanced sawmill, do not buy that. Spend it on a present instead, all right? And buy, like, the cheaper sawmill for wood, all right? So basically, there's this property spawn location. You can buy it, and if you anywhere you put it on your base, that's where you'll spawn in, all right? I just wanted to go over that. Now, actually, let's test out the rusty putter, my bad, and see if it's the same thing as the rusty putter in the other shop. We're going to do a little bit of myth busting, and we're going to, if this actually, look at this. You can just drop this right on here. This is so cool. I actually dropped the stock of season item down here, and it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to buy this rusty putter. Absolutely. By the way, unlike refinery caves, I don't know about refinery caves. I forget at this point. I hardly play that game. Unlike Lumberium and unlike Lumber Tycoon 2, everyone knows Lumber Tycoon 2 if you know this game and the other two games I just mentioned. It's what inspired them all. Very inspiring game, by the way. But anyways, let's see. But basically, if you, oh, that's not my base. So yeah, that's what the rusty stone thing looks like. Whatever, rusty refinery. So, you know, I think it'll be smaller. So maybe you should get the more expensive rusty refinery, like basically not the rusty refinery, like the more expensive refinery one, because maybe there will be bigger, you know, ores that won't fit in the smaller one. Keep that in mind. All right. I don't know this for sure, but, you know, a speculation is better than anything. All right. Anyways, I'm going to put this here. We're going to see if it's the same thing. It is the same thing. So it's probably not what's in the shop. I can't believe I bought another one of these. But anyways, respawning a vehicle is free in this game. Free. And that will make pink vehicles OP. Therefore, my guess is I think pink vehicles are going to end up giving you less in the end, unfortunately. Because, well, not giving you less. I think players will sell it to each other for less. Just beware of that. But I could be wrong. Players could still sell to each other for, you know, the economy in this game, I'm pretty sure, is, like, different from the economy in Lumber Tycoon 2, all right? Like, you know how, like, $1,000 in this game is, you know, harder to get than $1,000 in Lumber Tycoon 2, or vice versa. I really don't know. In Lumberium, I can tell you $1,000 is pretty easy to get because, you know, that's a different economy. But enough talking about video game economies and more talking about selling this tree here and myth busting if the one with, you know what, I'm just gonna load in my other base so I don't have to spend all this time. So basically, I left the game, and shout out to everyone on the screen here. I showed everyone on the screen here so everyone could get a legendary shout out. Oh, there's Gojo the Giga Chad. Go subscribe to Gojo the Giga Chad. The link to his channel is in the collabs that I did with Gojo and the Giga Chat in the past. There's multiple of them on my channel. All right, I'm gonna pop back into the game. Anyways, we're back. I'm gonna load in my JB Drag YT base. All right. Ooh, it shows the playtime. I've played this for almost 5 hours. Oh my. Oh, that's awesome. It shows you your playtime. Well, if you guys have parents who don't want you playing video games a lot, and I'm sorry to parents, all right, but don't show your parents your playtime on your base. They'll freak out if they don't want you playing many video games. I don't know if I should be saying this. Oh no, now the parents are going to be mad at me now. Maybe even my own. No, I doubt it. I'm just saying maybe my own parents will be, because they'll feel bad for the other parents who want to limit their kids' video game playing. I'm a teenager, all right? I'm not an adult who's going to say all the good things like listen to your parents and stuff. If you want to play an extra 15 minutes or 30 minutes of Oaklands and your parents only let you play 4 hours a day, if you could do that, totally go for it. Unless it damages your health, then, you should really worry about that. Like, if it majorly damages your health. Anyways, I'm on this base to show you what it's like to sawmill something. Well, basically, this is what it's like to chop an oak tree with the best axe. One, I'm pretty sure this is just a 2-hit. The second hit wasn't even fully charged. It could get that OP. This is as big as the maxed size vehicle, so this is as good as it can get, all right? So, yeah, I could show you as good as it could get. The good times. Yeah. I feel like the good times for me is 2022. Like, I feel like 2022, either that or 2023 is going to be the peak of the best times ever, because, I am going to be more busy in, like, 2023. Actually, I feel like in that case, 2022 is the peak of the good times, because, I'm going to be busier in 2023 than 2022, all right? And, like, when I'm an adult, I'll have to, like, do work stuff and stuff. Last year I really didn't really do that much, all right, for, like, working and stuff like that. So it's fine. Everybody needs to work. It's good to do real work and do, responsible things as an adult, all right? Now, if my channel gets super popular and I make a living off of this, then, 2022 is definitely not the best year. So anyways, I sawmilled. This is what it's like sawmilling wood in a place like that, all right? I recommend you don't buy that whole expensive thing, all right? Because, grinding wood is not even the best. Now, pop on over to these ore things. I'm not sure what does the best. I'm going to go under the assumption that copper does the worst and gold sells for the most. That's just, what it logically seems like it would be. I could be wrong. They could all sell for the same. I don't know. I just like to grab them all, all right? Because, like, it takes like a little while. Like, you have to go to, like, multiple stone things just to get, enough stone to fill your truck. So in that case, stone clumps I'll call it. So in that case, I would just grab pretty much everything. All right, let me get this off here. That's just floating. Reminds me of Minecraft. Now you can build with planked wood, I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure you can also build with stone. I'm not entirely sure, and I'm not gonna test that out in this video. All right. You'll have to find out yourself. It's not going to take that much time, all right? I'm basically showing you how to basically get the materials to be able to get to a point like that, to be able to test that out, all right? Now, in the beginning of my first time playing Oaklands video, I actually was a little shook as to why I got 30K reimbursement money in this game, because I didn't remember spending any Robux in this game. But technically, if you bought a private server, and I did for Windmill Incorporated, for like 2 months I had it, that actually counts for, like, spending Robux in the game, so good for me. So, and I literally just bought a private server this morning, so, like, if this also shuts down, which I honestly doubt it, and if typical developers are going for round 3 and making a third game, then I guess I'm going to get reimbursement money in that game, too. See you in August of 2025, typical developers. If that actually happens, that would be very disappointing and crazy, and in fact, I'll tell you, I'll be, like, 1 year into college by then. I'll be, like, way older, doing older, more responsible things than high school. What? Why did they... That's kind of, like, stuck in there. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I guess that can also happen sometimes. There we go. There we go. Like if the ore is mined, but then like all the ones around it aren't fully mined, it could actually get stuck in there. So keep in mind of that. As you can see, this has like good area damage. I'm not sure about the other pickaxes. I'm guessing it's worse in area damage. I'm pretty sure you can read the statistics on the pickaxes. Let me put the pickaxe down, and you could press F to inspect it. Swing time, swing distance, swing power, area of effect. So I'm pretty sure it's less and less in like the smaller pickaxes or whatever the things are. All right, if you guys have played, if you guys have played Refinery Caves, then you should know how to do like the stone portion pretty well. All right, and the good thing about this stuff is that, all right, I know I don't have a full, like, let's see if there's one more here. Oh, there is, I think. Yes. All right, I don't think I could fit more in this truckload, but I'm just gonna go back with this stuff for the sake of time. All right, technically I'm still grinding, but I want this video to be, you know, shorter. None of this falls out. Does not matter. If you click this, it'll glitch out, and then it could do that, and then it'll be like stuck midair. It's actually kind of cool doing that. It's a little dangerous. All right. So now basically, if you do this, if you put this in here, what I did was I set up the refinery and then the forger. Boom. Now, so I've been having trouble with these, like, items. Like, sometimes they got too heavy and they're, like, being glitched out and stuff like that. So, to avoid that, I would... No, not like that. I would, like, shrink that just a little bit just to be able to, basically control, like, you know, get a smaller piece just to, you know, basically avoid the bug. All right, more? So, you know, get a nice skinnier piece, because I feel like if I did, you know, this on max settings, I can run into that bug. Or maybe it's intended, and maybe it's typical developers saying, hey, you got to control your settings, all right? Or else it's going to be, you know, really tedious to handle. So I want to point that out for everyone so you don't make a mistake. I could be wrong. It could be just entirely a bug. Also, if you bothered to get this far into the video, subscribe to dragmotoxboss. It's free, easy, and you can always unsubscribe anytime. My goal is 1,000 subscribers by Valentine's Day. If I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will do an official face reveal and a big Lumber Tycoon 2 giveaway, as well as I will make JB dragmotoxboss Roblox 1,000 subscriber merch, kind of like how Apton and Electrotech did for their, you know, well, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever they did, all right, for, you know, whatever sub counts they reached, all right? So subscribe! A tip that I have is buy multiple lanterns, like, about 4 of them. I actually lost 2. I managed to lose 2 lanterns. Basically, if you have the lantern off your base and you leave the game, you'll basically, lose those lanterns. Like, one I accidentally had off my base. The other one, I think it probably got kicked off my base for all I know. But anyways, I have 2 lanterns left. I keep 1 at the base. You know, it's good to have multiple at the base, or maybe just 1. Maybe just buy 2 and just have 1 if you have a 1-slot base, because I feel like it's doing just fine. And then, you know, buy another lantern, put it in the corner of your vehicle, because at nighttime, it kind of hurts my soul. It hurts my eyes at night whenever I'm just going around, and like I feel like the light in the front of the vehicle is just not enough. I'm like, I want the entire vehicle to be lit. If you guys can, you know, handle that just to save a buck or 2 in this game, good for you. All right, you'll be able to get more stock of season items, probably, maybe. All right, if you save up enough. But if not, then that's all right. If you're like me, and if not, that's okay. That's okay. If it hurts your brain, you know, don't play the game uncomfortably. All right, just grind so you can have a better gameplay experience. So basically, all this is unanchored, but if you go into your vehicle, it's now all anchored. Like, literally, if your vehicle turns upside down, it won't matter. I have a tendency of hovering my thumb over the spacebar. For all PC players, just try and do a habit of not hovering your thumb over the spacebar so you don't actually jump out, because if you do, that will happen, all right? Oh, wow, the lantern's out too. But everything's fine because, you know, it's all in the general area, all right? Yes, I would love to. And basically, everything will sell... Wait, what? Oh, no, that's just a part of the decor, and my bad. But basically, everything will sell except for, you know, items you bought, like the lantern, all right? The game is smart enough not to sell the lantern, which is good. Let me put this back into the corner here. By the way, press and hold shift, and then press WASD to rotate an item, just like normal Lumber Tycoon 2, just for you guys to know that. All right, let's test out the 2 things that I would like to test out before the end of this video. That would take me too long to grind if I kept on playing on the other save. This game is so freaking grindy. I think I'm just going to end up forever just grinding on this base and this base only. I might make another base for like a fun video or a video challenge if I ever do that, but I'm probably just going to mostly end up grinding on this base. But anyways, first off, we'll try out this vehicle. We're going to see if it's the same thing. Oh, wait, the other one said rusty. Oh, I'm so stupid. Never mind. So, debunked. You guys probably were like, JB, it said a different thing. All right, now let's buy a stone chisel. I know this is kind of stupid for me financially for stock up season, all right? But I also want to buy a saw just to have them around. I don't know, I just kind of want to have them, all right? So anyways, I'm going to buy these, all right? And I know kind of like, oh, I want this, even though I'm not going to use it. That's not a good attitude, and it's not a good attitude to have in real life. Like, you don't want to go into a gift shop and buy a ton of random things. I'm teaching you a life lesson right now. You don't want to go into a gift shop and, buy a ton of random things and then just basically, never use them. I tend to only buy things if I really know that I'm going to use them. Like, I one time walked into a store and there's an electric blanket, and my mother was like, do you want to buy one of these? And she knew that that she had one already and she wasn't using it, and she was wondering if I wanted to buy one for my own. I'm not saying my mother was testing me for life. She was just saying that, like, honestly, like, some people would, prefer, maybe I would prefer that style blanket. And I'm like, no, I'll just use yours if I want an electric blanket. All right, it's good to use the items that you already have laying around in your house. It's a good way to stay, save a buck or two. All right. Also, my recommendation, if you can help it, if you want to like go out and do fun things, channel that energy into playing video games on a live stream or like just in general, and just talk to people online. I mean, I don't know if everyone can actually manage to do that, but if you can, do that. Anyways, that's enough life lessons. All right, so I'm going to unbox this. I kind of just want to have these around just because they're cool. All right, just to have them. All right, I don't know what happened to my little rusty axe. Or not rusty axe, wooden axe. Like, do they despawn if they're on the plot? That would literally suck if they do. Or maybe I just accidentally one day kicked it off. I don't know, but actually I think I'm going to keep them in the inventory because it actually looks super cool. Just to have like the aesthetic look. All right. I mean, it only cost me a little over $1,000. So anyways, so I cannot sawmill this entire thing. Let's see if can I do, nope, it needs to be a literal single log. Okay. Oh, wow, that's going to take a little while. Yeah, definitely use the sawmill. But I still am going to keep this in my inventory because I love the look of it. All right. Now, let's test out this stone chisel. See if what I said, let's see what it does. All right, let's see. Could it, like, work on stone? I did not think so. All right, I think it works only on ores. All right. All right, let's get the pickaxe here. Let's charge this up. All right. So it does not work on this. So then basically, regardless, you need a rusty refinery. So if you guys end up buying a stone chisel and seeing that it doesn't work, keep it around. Because, like I said earlier in this video, it might work as the function of what this thing does, all right? What the no, don't go in. That's a waste of my time. Okay, let's see if this works this time. Let's see. No. Stop! Now this is... Okay, it's bugging out a little bit. Okay, now I intercepted it. Alright, let's see if the stone chisel works now. Oh, it does something completely different from what I thought it does. It actually chops your... Wait. And then if you refine this... Yes, buy the stone chisel, everybody. Buy the stone chisel. All right, never mind of what I said about this. Wait, no. Turn this to max settings, literally. I swear. Turn this to max settings, because apparently, if you use the chisel, it'll basically chop the things in half so that they're easy to handle. Oh my, I didn't know it actually did that. Oh my. All right. Well, I learned some new things today, and I completely regret buying this, but it's cool for aesthetic. But this costs more, and this is actually very useful. All right, well, that's it for this video. All right, I hope you guys learned a lot from the tutorial. All right, I'm sorry for not, showcasing what the stone chisel does till the end of the video, but I mean, it's better at the end of the video than never. All right. And anybody who's watching this video and, your friend's watching this video and your friend got bored of watching this video, tell them to watch the entire thing. Maybe tell them to skip the part of where I'm actually mining stone and freaking talking about Woodmill Incorporated for a couple seconds just to, make the video a little less boring and stuff, I guess. And, tell them, watch the rest of the video. Because everything in this video is vital information. All right? Do not let your friends get bored. Let your friends know the truth of how to play and how to play with the basics of Oaklands. Wait, I need to shrink this for this to be able to work, kind of like Lumber Tycoon 2. Yeah, that's a very freaking tiny piece of metal there. And this music is actually very fitting for the end of this video, I do have to say. All right, anyways, that's it for this video, and goodbye. Fun fact, I will be 17 years old in exactly 2 months from now. Crazy. Anyways, let's see how much this stuff sells for. You're Junkman. How much are you selling this all for? $483. I'm not shook. I'm not shook. I wish I got more from that, but I'm not shook that this game is not literally giving me enough money. I feel like the game should give me more money for at least those, because you have to go buy a ton of things just to get those. But I'm not shook because typical developer games tend to be hard to grind and very grindy. All right, tend to be harder games. I mean, if I made an LT2 game, I feel like I'd do the same. In fact, I feel like whenever I make a game or something, I feel like I always make it hard, very hard. That's just the way I make games. All right. If I ever made a game, I made a Kahoot, it's super hard. Anyways, I'm rambling again. Subscribe to JB Dragmotoxboss.